This is my dad, and this story starts with the truck behind him that he drove for decades. He came to the United States alone, with a few English words in his back pocket, some spare change, and built his life from nothing. And for over 30 years, he collected mail in San Francisco, and his route took him through one neighborhood more than any other. This is San Francisco's Chinatown. To most, it's a tourist stop. Red lanterns, dim sum, and storefronts full of little trinkets. But to my dad, it was just where he worked, where he stopped for lunch, where people started to recognize him. He knew which shop opened the earliest, which restaurant gave you a bigger bowl of soup if you showed up enough. The smells, the shortcuts, the familiar faces. He watched the neighborhood grow up, just by collecting their mail. He's told us bits and pieces over the years, but never the full story. So, for his 65th birthday, we brought him back and gave him a chance to put it all into words. These are the pieces of his story you'd never see from the outside. This is where my dad's American dream happened. It all started with this post office, the one on Stockton Street, right in the heart of Chinatown. It wasn't glamorous and we didn't even go inside, but it brought him here again and again. But it was the food that kept bringing him back. He had stories about every single block, but one of the first ones he told us was about Golden Gate Bakery, one of the most well-known spots in Chinatown, famous for their egg tarts.
That's the Golden Gate. There's been for a long time, before my time. The Danta is the most popular. Oh my God, line is the whole block. Once it open, you have to go rush and buy things, you know. I never seen like that. That's the only one I see. I know the one friend, he lived up there on the Golden Gate Bakery. He told me that they are not from China, they are from El Salvador. That's why when you go buy the pastry, I always hear in Spanish sound, they are from there. They don't work that much no more now. They are getting old, which is sad though, you know, the Golden Gate Bakery, that's it. I like it a lot.
Golden Gate was closed that day, off on vacation like my dad had predicted. So we kept walking, and just down the street, another spot came up. Not as famous, but to my dad, it had an entire history.
For the Wong Lee, that's the place that there's no name. I don't think any name. I didn't pay attention that much. They sell char siu bao. That char siu bao is really something. It's so sad. I know the owner. He said the rent is getting higher and that they can't catch up there with it. They're selling so cheap, like 25 cents or something. I don't know. All the kids they eat, they all grow up now. Their kids also come and eat them too, you know. So that you guys used to like it. Then later on, somebody took over Wong Lee now, right? So that's the place. I don't think that's the same name now before though.
Next to Wong Lee, there was a barber shop that gave $5 haircuts, and naturally, my dad had something to say about it.
It was back in
the alley, you know? What's the difference in the alley or in the store?
They still charge $5?
A lot of them. I used to come.
He was still mid-haircut story when he spotted an old favorite across the street.
Restaurant for a long time. Let's go inside. See what happens.
That restaurant is super cheap. You have to go underground. We can even make the order whatever we like to make. Okay, can you make it up with the chicken and those kind of vegetable? Then they can do that too. I talk to the owner every day. He's a very nice guy. Every day, getting expensive now, but still he giving to us a big bowl of soup. Normally he give a little one for everybody, right? Whoever can. But not for us, you got a big one, you know?
The owner wasn't there, so my dad couldn't reunite with him after all. But we were hungry, and he had already planned out where we would be eating. All week, he kept bringing it up, that Obama once ate at this one restaurant in Chinatown. And that's exactly where he brought us.
I don't know why he go there. So, you know, I was surprised, right? So I asked before my time, some people, they born and raised in Chinatown, right? So my friends.
Because that's the place all the politicians come here before that. That's their tradition.
You pay cash. by the way. You know Chinese like cash. You pay cash.
Great Eastern was our only food stop. My parents didn't want us spending too much money on them, so we ordered enough for lunch and some leftovers for dinner. We spent the entire meal listening to my dad's stories.
You don't point it. If you point it, that means you're challenging the person, which is very rude. Because I hang out with Chinese people, they teach me. If you come to the dim sum place, you're supposed to have dim sum. Dim sum, their Cantonese, their tradition. Secondly, dessert, the cake, you don't see not too many places. This is one of the different.
No, I even see Tim Cook was there. No? I saw the picture of Tim Cook on the Apple CEO. It's a good place, a good place to eat.
With full stomachs, we kept walking, and my dad had plenty more places he wanted to show us.
RNG restaurant, that one's super popular. A lot of Americans eat there. Between Sacramento and Clay on Kearney, the corner of the commercial. Because they're closer to the financial district, so they target to the American customer. You can even get alcohol, they have bar too. They got two signature, RNG beef signature. Anthony Poutet, he talked about RNG. They have a salt and pepper crab, they fried it. That crab is super popular. That's the one RNG most popular because of the crab. He talked about on a television about the food place is RNG. It's very good. Jackie Chan also eat there one time. Saw the picture of the Jackie Chan. I know those owners for a long time too. Some of the waiters, they worked there for a long time, about 30 years. Before I retire, I talked to those guys. They said, oh, they've been here so long. They're still working.
After stopping by RNG, we wandered deeper into Chinatown, toward a smaller place my dad remembered just as well. Our next stop was New Regent Cafe.
The lady used to be waiter over there. The owner retired. And then guess what, later on, she became an owner. Her even daughter, helping her. The lady's getting old now, right? Even the lady getting old now. They are Hong Kong style. Hong Kong is a British colony. They drink tea, spaghetti, but they make it with the Chinese food, Western and Asian combined, right? That's what Hong Kong style. They sub package. Either you can get a spaghetti or rice with coffee or tea. $60. We always eat over there, lunch and breakfast.
I had never even heard of the next place, but apparently it's a very popular tourist spot.
Normally, I don't go hang out over there. I only like food. I work at the post office, right? You went to the post office, and the tourists come, hey, do you know where the fortune cookie is? Where's the, Warangay Bakery? They always ask those two things. So I have to know those places, right? So that's why I found out, oh, fortune cookie right here in the alley. Okay, that's the fortune cookie place. Turn right and you get that fortune cookie. I want to know where is it exactly, so you can help people.
It was packed with tourists the first time I went, but I ended up coming back another day with my boyfriend, and he bought some fortune cookies to take home and share with my family. The next few places we visited were 3 separate bakeries, but their histories were all connected, and my dad knew all about it. One of them was even the first on my dad's handwritten list he made to plan out this day.
Fancy was the new one. Used to be Victoria pastry, which is later on, the Stella pastry. Fancy wheats, I heard the baker is from China. They are very good. I like fancy wheats because they're cheap and you pay and what you get is worth it. Stella pastry, which is on Columbus, they bought Victoria. So Stella and Victoria, they are family, same family now. Stella is the Italian family-owned business. Your cousin grandpa, every birthday he did it for more than 40 years, I don't know. He ordered from the Stella because he liked the cakes a lot. Taste is, you like what you like, right? So, I can't tell which one's better.
My dad forgot to mention this, but he told me that the Fancy Wheat building actually has Italian-style architecture, which makes sense given its history. After all of the food, my dad had one more thing he wanted to show us. Something a little different. Somewhere between Chinatown and North Beach, he parked his truck on these hills.
4 o'clock, you pick up the expressway, right? So I always get there early, the hill. I always run up a little exercise because I drive every day for a long time, so sitting too long. I go run a little bit and then come back and pick up the expressway. Same thing on another place on the Broadway and Taylor. That's the hill. The mailbox, right? I collect it. After I collect it, I always run up there for get one exercise, maybe 5 minutes.
We didn't really believe him until he challenged us to a race. Me, my brother, and my mom had no choice, so we ran up the hills too. and all of them complained about their knees after. This post office, 1640 Stockton Street, was the last stop on his last route. It wasn't a big moment. No final collection, no cake, no farewell banner. But after 30 years, this is where it ended. Quietly, just like every other day. These streets were never meant to be his story, but somehow they became it. For once, he wasn't collecting anything. He was walking through the life that he built, and we were walking it with him for the first time. This is where my dad's American dream happened.